Today is the 13th of October 2013, and yes, I do seem to do a lot of blogs all in one time, especially when we're stuck in traffic. But yeah, as these things come into my head about, things that I've sort of looked at over the weekend and thoughts and such like that I think are actually quite relevant, and really, like some of the other paranormal investigators and people involved in this realm, like to actually just raise discussions, because how do we get answers to things until we actually ask questions and talk about it? That's my view on this kind of subject, really. People have their opinions. Some people dismiss the whole thing as quackery and whatever they want to do. But anyway, another subject that I thought was an interesting thing, an interesting subject that I thought about over the weekend. Again, provoked, if you like, by some other discussions, is the one of why do spirits keep asking you to help them? Now, I also get this quite a lot, and I get the help me thing, the help me EVPs, pretty much in every session. And another thing, sort of a subject that was actually discussed by Mike Paranormal on his channel was, what can we do to help people? I mean, I've helped people see the light. Something that, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about, is that when we die, when our physical body dies and we sort of pass over into the next step of our existence, that we've got a limited amount of time to choose whether we want to stay here on Earth or in this plane, or whether we go somewhere else, be it heaven or a higher, astral plane or whatever, wherever else the light is. I don't know whether that's, obviously we don't know whether that's true or not. I mean, maybe that's something we should be asking the spirit realm, whether it's true or not. I guess in a way it is feasible. And the thought was that after a certain period of time, you had no choice. If you chose to stay in this plane on Earth, as it were, that after a certain period of time you couldn't go somewhere else. You couldn't at a later stage decide to go to heaven. Let's call it heaven. So I don't know. That doesn't sit kind of comfortable with me, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It is an interesting subject, and again, I think it will definitely be something that I can communicate with someone, from the spirit realm, and ask them. I mean, maybe that's what we should be doing. Instead of waiting for something to come through, I think we should be asking these questions. I really don't know. If that was the case, then how come a lot of people like me can help spirits go into the light? And people like Steve Huff, for instance, and other paranormal investigators have actually had feedback from the spirits saying, "Thank you, you've helped me. I'm now in a better place," or whatever. So I think as humans, we can actually help these. Maybe we can help a certain type of spirit. Maybe that's what it is we're doing. Scary Larry, for instance, is trying to actually help what he calls a hitchhiker at the moment. And that hitchhiker is quite clearly sending him a message saying that he can't be helped, or that he doesn't want to be helped. He wants to be helped, but he can't be helped. That's the message that I got from that. And also, that's a very, very interesting scenario. So why can't that spirit be helped? There must be a reason for it. I don't know. Lots of questions. Again, if you've got thoughts on this, you know, I mean, I was brought up as a Catholic, you know, and I'm still a Catholic, so, you know, it's kind of indoctrinated into me that we've got, you know, earth, heaven and hell, and we also have a place called purgatory. You know, maybe these are just human terms for states that exist in the spirit world, so that we can mentally understand, you know, the different states without it becoming too kind of hocus pocus. I don't know. Maybe that's why some spirits can be helped. Maybe we're helping just for the sake of argument. Maybe we are helping the spirits that are in purgatory. Maybe they're in purgatory because they don't know where they are. I don't know. It's an interesting subject. And I'm only giving them these names because, you know, most Christians understand where purgatory comes from. I don't know about other religions, whether they have such things as purgatory or an area where, you know, it's kind of neither here nor there until something happens. I don't know. It's all very interesting stuff. I know that over the next few months I'm going to be asking, you know, if I can... I have spirit guides. I know I've got spirit guides, and I believe that I've got 2. But they don't want to communicate with me. They don't seem to want to reveal who they are, and they don't... I know that they're present. I get told by other spirits that they're there, but they won't talk to me directly. Now, whether it's because they're too shy, or I don't know. I don't know. Whether they don't want to. I have heard from other people that sometimes your spirit guide doesn't want to communicate. You know, for whatever reason, they don't want to communicate with you directly. So, you know, it's not an uncommon thing that you will have spirit guides, but, you know, they're guiding you, but they wish to remain anonymous or something, which is interesting. But maybe there's a reason. I don't know. Maybe someone's got an answer to that. If you've got an idea about that, then do please leave a comment down below. So anyway, another thought, something else that I'd like to put out there, and I'm sure, you know, there are so many people who are putting other things onto, you know, their paranormal sites on YouTube, etc., etc. And I know sometimes people say, oh, you know, why does everyone keep repeating the same things? Well, that's because not everybody has got the same followers, and so you're kind of spreading the knowledge around mediums like YouTube, in order to sort of spread the knowledge and spread the coverage base, if you like, because everyone has their own followers. Some people have got, you know, the same followers, and you know, that's just the nature of how YouTube works. And a lot of the time as well, it comes down to personality. I mean, there's some people that, you know, that might want to follow me, and I blabber a lot, I talk a lot. They might not like that. They might not like the look of me, or they might not like the clothes I'm wearing or something, I don't know. And I'm the same, to be honest with you, I'm the same, although I have a very open mind about, you know, 99.9999% of things in the world. You know, there are some people that I've just unfollowed on YouTube over the years, mainly because they just irritate the hell out of me. You know, and that's natural, isn't it? I mean, there are people that you would call your friends, and other people that you choose not to be your friends in real life. So, and I guess the same happens in the spirit world, you know. You know, not every spirit around is going to be friendly towards every spirit. I mean, I've actually heard cases where one person can go to a site and actually, you know, have a bad experience, if you like, from a particular spirit, and other people go there and they say, well, okay, doesn't really affect me, you know. So different people behave differently, react differently. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you again and talking to you again in the next video.